Hello students, we continue with our chapter percentage for the standard 8. This is the fifth video for percentage chapter. We move on to exercise 6b, that is sum number 15. Now here the problem is A and B are two towers. Now the height of tower A is 20% less than that of B. How much percent is B's height more than that of tower A? Okay, so they have asked us over here by how much percent B's height is more than that of tower A, and they have given that the height of tower A is 20% less than that of B. So let us start. So let the height of tower B be 100, B be 100, then the height of tower A is, now the height of tower A, they have said that it is 20% less than that of B. So 20%. So 100 is the height of the tower B. So 20% of 100 is 20. So which is equal to 80. Therefore, the height of tower A is 80 and the height of tower B is 100. Now, if the height of tower A is 100, then the height of tower B is 100 upon 80 into 100, because we are finding out the percentage. So I cancel 0 over here. So this is 2 4s are 2 5s are 2 2s are 2 50s are 2 1s are 2 25s are. So we get here 25 into 5, which is equal to 125. So now if the height of tower A is 100, if the height of tower A is 100 and height of tower B is 125. So from this we can say that tower B is 25% more than that. The height of the tower B is 25% more than the height of tower A. So our final answer here is 25%. In an examination, 30% of the candidate failed in English, 35% failed in GK, and 27 failed in both the subjects. If 310 candidates passed in both, how many candidates appeared in the examination? Now let us draw a chart over here. Now as per this, now we have two subjects, that is English and GK. Now in English they have said 30% have failed, and in GK they have said 35% have failed. Now the students failing in both the subject is 27%. Now they have asked us how many candidates appeared in the examination. So let the candidates appeared in examination be X. So now the candidates which failed in English is 30%. The candidates failed in GK is 35%, and the candidates failed in both subjects is 27%. Now the candidate failing only in English, the candidate failed in English only is, English we have 30 minus 27, that gives you 3%. Now the candidate failed in GK only is 35 minus 27, so which is equal to 8%. Now the total candidates failing are, so the total candidates failed are 27 plus 3 plus 8. So 27, so here we get 11, that is 8, 38%. Now the total candidates who have passed, are, that is 100 minus 38, so which comes to 62%, right? But this passed candidates, that is 62%, is given as, that is 310 candidates passed in both. So this 62% of the total candidates which appeared for the exam, that is X, are equal to 310. So we get here 62% of X is equal to 310. So I get here X is equal to 310 into 100 divided by 62. So 62 ones are 62 fives are, so X is equal to 500. So the total candidates which appeared in the examination are 500. We do the 17th sum. The value of a car depreciates annually by 10% if the present value of the car be rupees 6,50,000. Find its value after 2 years, right? So we start solving this problem. Now here, what is the present value given as? The present value of the car is, the present value of car is rupees 6,50,000, right? Now what they have said, every year it depreciates by 10%. So from the present value, it will depreciate 10% in the first year. Again the value which you get after 1 year, on that again it will depreciate by 10%. So now let us find the depreciated value in the first year. So the depreciated value by 10% in first year is, that is, it depreciates on the present value. So it is 6,50,000 into 10% of this, that is 10 upon 100. So whatever you can cancel it out. So here I get it as rupees 65,000. Now this value we have to reduce it from the present value. So the value of car at the end of first year will be, that is 6,50,000 minus 65,000. So we subtract this now. So here 0, 0, 0. So 10 minus 5, here you will get 5. 14 minus 6 is 8, and here 5. So this is the value at the end of the first year. Now in the second year, again it will depreciate by 10% on this value, right? So depreciated value by 10%. So the depreciated value by 10% in second year. So now what we have here, value, that is 585,000 on this 10%, right? So I cancel this out. So it comes to rupees 585,000. So the value of the car at the end of the second year, so the value of the car at the end of second year is, that is 585,000 minus 585,000. So here now this comes to 7, 15, 14, here 1. So 0, 0, 5. 14 minus 8 is here, that is 6. Then 7 minus 5 is 2, and here 5. So this is my value. So at the end of the second year, the value which we get is rupees 526,500. So this is my final answer, and 18 sum you can try out for homework, which is similar to this sum. Now we move on to the 19th sum. A student was asked to multiply a number by 5 upon 3. He multiplied it by 3 upon 5 instead. So find the percentage error in the calculation. So now in this problem, a student was asked to multiply a number by 5 upon 3. Instead he multiplied the number by 3 upon 5. Now we have to find the percentage error in the calculation. The formula is already been given to us. Percentage error is equal to error upon actual value into 100%. right? So now let the number to be multiplied be x. So let the number to be multiplied be x. So here my actual value is equal to 5 upon 3 into x. My error value is equal to 3 upon 5 x. So error is equal to actual value minus the error value, that is 5 upon 3x minus 3 upon 5x. So I get it as LCM is 15 over here. So 15 divided by 3 gives you 5. 5 into 5 is 25x minus 15 divided by 5 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. 9x, which is equal to 16x upon 15. So this is my error. Now we substitute this error in the formula. So I have percentage error is equal to error, that is 16 upon 15 x, here 16x upon 15. Then my actual value, that is 5 upon 3, here 5x divided by 3 into 100 and my percentage sign. So when I get the term to the numerator, it becomes the reciprocal, that is 16x upon 15 into 3 upon 5x into 100%. So whatever can cancel, x gets cancelled, 3 ones are 3, 5s are, now 5 5s are is 25, so 25 ones are 25, 4s are, so here I get 16 into 4, so which is equal to 64%. So this is my percentage error. So we move on to the 20th sum. Now in this, in an election between two candidates, 10% of the voters did not cast their votes. So from the total votes, 10% of the voters did not cast their votes. Now from the remaining 10% of the votes polled were found to be invalid. Now from the valid votes, the successful candidate got 54% of the valid votes and he won by a majority of 1620 votes. Find the number of votes enrolled on the voter list. Now let the voter enrolled be X. So let the number of voter enrolled be X. So now from this total voters which were enrolled, they have said that 10% of the voters did not cast their vote. So the voters vote cast by voters is, that is X minus, that is the total vote, out of which 10% did not cast the votes, that is 10% of X. So here I can cancel out. I get this as 10x minus 1x upon 10, which is equal to 9x upon 10. Now in the second statement, what they have said here, that 10% of the vote polled were found invalid. right? Therefore, the valid votes is, that is 9x upon 10. So 10% of this, that is 10% of 9x upon 10. So here now we can cancel out, that is 10 10. So my LCM here is 100. So 100 divided by 10, that is 10. So 10 into 9 gives you 90x minus 9x, which is equal to 81x upon 100. So these were the valid votes, right? So now they have said that the successful candidate got 54% of the valid votes. Okay, so the winning candidate got 54% of the valid votes. So now my valid votes are here, that is 54% of 81x upon 100 into 54%. Now the losing candidate, so the losing candidate will get, that is 100 minus 54, which is equal to 46% of the valid votes. So which is equal to 46% of valid votes. So it is this. So I have here 81x upon 100 into 46%. Now, as per the next statement over here, the successful candidate got 54% of valid votes and won by a majority of 1620 votes. So, when I take the difference between the votes, valid votes of the winning candidate minus the valid vote of the losing candidate, which is equal to the votes, majority votes, that is 1620. So I get here, that is 81x upon 100 into 54 upon 100 minus 81x upon 100 into 46 upon 100 is equal to 1620. So here I can take common. So 81x upon 10000. So here I get 54 minus 46 is equal to 1620. So 81x upon 10,000 into 8 is equal to 1620. 54 minus 46, that gives you 8 here. So I get here x is equal to 1620 into 10,000 divided by 8 into 81. So I can cancel out over here. 8 9 9s are 81, 9 1s are, so here I get 7, so it is 8s are and 0s are. Again 9 1s are, 9 2s are, 0s are. I get here again 2 4s are, 2 10s are, 2 2s are, 2 5s are, 2 1s are, 2 5s are, 0s are, 0s are, 0s are. So I get it as 5 into 5,000, which is equal to 25,000. So the total votes which were cast, the total voters which were enrolled are 25,000.